I said, yo, welcome to the BBW show, you feel me? We talk battle rap, basketball, and wrestling. Follow me on Instagram at hoops_raps_wrestling. Follow me on Twitter at hoops wrestling. The topic for today is wrestling. More importantly, A&E is back once again with these WWE Legends biographies. I'm not gonna lie. The first season was a huge success. They did ones on Yokozuna, Stone Cold, Roddy Piper, Macho Man. They did it all the heavyweights. I'm not gonna lie. So I was happy that they came back and did a season 2. Now, I already got my Undertaker review on the channel. Go check it out if you ain't see it. Today we about to talk about Goldberg. You feel me? The Goldberg one was deep. I'm not gonna lie, it was deep. I kind of think it was better than the Undertaker documentary just because we didn't hear Goldberg do a lot of interviews. You hear me? Like, we seen Undertaker do like 10 interviews and they just put all of them together and made that one biography. That's why I felt like it wasn't a lot of new information. You feel me? The Goldberg one was a couple of new information. I'm not gonna lie. It was a couple of new gems I never heard before that I heard, or some stuff that I forgot about that I remembered. You feel me? First things first. They said a quote in this that was Goldberg right on the money to me. Gangster. They called him the Mike Tyson of wrestling. That was deep. That was deep. He don't got like the talking ability of Mike Tyson where like Mike Tyson said, "I'ma eat your kids" and stuff. But he is definitely the Mike Tyson of wrestling, bro. Quick, fast, and out of there. You feel me? All intensity. You don't gotta be a great wrestler to be a world champion. You don't gotta be a great wrestler to be a draw. Respectfully. Goldberg was a big, big, big draw. Respectfully, a big, big draw. You feel me? Just like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson wasn't the best pound for pound boxer, but he knocked niggas out the quickest and he got the most. He was making mad money in a short amount of time. That's what it's all about, bro. People be comparing, saying Wardlow is like Goldberg. Like, he's not. I like Wardlow. He's nowhere near Goldberg. Ryback, nowhere near Goldberg. None of these guys was ever near Goldberg, bro. Gangster. None of them. Braun Strowman. None of these. Mason Ryan. No, none of them was ever on Goldberg's level, bro. Respectfully. None of them was ever on his level. Like, they talked about in the documentary. Goldberg debuted what? September 1997. By July 1998, he was beating Hulk Hogan for the world title. That's what, 10 months later? 10 months later from his debut, he was being with Hulk Hogan. Not just anybody, Hulk Hogan for the world title. Like, that's a big deal, bro. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I'm not gonna lie. Goldberg played football his whole career. I knew that, but I didn't know he played college football. I mean, Canada football, NFL, and then another football league. He played a lot of football in his life, you feel me? Only 3 months of training, and then he was on TV. He's the only success story out of WCW Power Plant, too. The only one. He's the only success story. That's a big deal. We're going to wait until we get into that. But this was just dope. I'm not going to lie. This was dope. This was definitely dope. Goldberg came and he was going head to head with Stone Cold Steve Austin. One of the biggest, arguably the biggest draw in wrestling history. And you had Goldberg going head to head with that. You feel me? And he was winning some weeks. Like, bro, that Goldberg run was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy. Of course, WCW botched it, you feel me? Because he could have lost, but it's the way he lost. Like, it's the way they killed the streak. Everybody talk about Vince McMahon ending the Undertaker streak. The Goldberg streak is still stupid as hell, respectfully. We never gotta talk about that. But the one black cat in this documentary to me was Nag Crybaby Bret Hart. You feel me? Crybaby Bret Hart, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Bret Hart just been crying for the last 20 years about everybody else. You feel me? Not taking no responsibility for his own actions. Bret Hart for the last 20 years, bro, been saying Goldberg injured him because he kicked him in the face. That's even standing on that. Like, the kick is what injured him. Now, all of a sudden, Bret Hart is saying, oh, I told Goldberg to hold my leg when I was doing a figure four around the ring post, and then he let it go and I banged my head on the floor. Like, bro, relax. You just now started saying that. Because this whole time you've been saying he kicked you in the face, and that's what ended your career. Gangsta. And I know Bret Hart was making mad money. He said in the documentary, even though nobody asked, he said he was making like $3 million a year for 4 years. Good for you, though. But you feel me? You knew it, like Eric Bischoff said. Round of applause for Eric Bischoff. Like you said, you knew Goldberg wasn't a ring magician. You knew he wasn't Macho Man Randy Savage or Ric Flair. You knew he worked stiff. You knew that he was a little clunky. You feel me? Prepare yourself. You the best. You make a broomstick look good, right? Why you couldn't make Goldberg look good? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Salty Bret Hart strikes again. Also, Goldberg never loved wrestling. I ain't gonna lie. That's something in this documentary that made me go, oh. Like he said, he always loved football. He just used wrestling to replace his love for football. Word for word. That was like, oh, shit. Like, niggas is not gonna like you for saying that, bro. Fans is not gonna like him for saying that. That he never loved wrestling. He just loved football way more. And just because he couldn't do football, he became a wrestler. Like, ouch. That's tough. That's tough. He also said that he didn't get along with people when he came to WWE. Obviously, we know why. You feel me? They talked about the WrestleMania 20 match. We got to talk about this. Goldberg versus Brock won WrestleMania 20 in Madison Square Garden. I forgot how bad this match was. Like, forgot how bad it was. I knew it was bad at the time, but this is definitely one of the worst matches ever, respectfully. It's even way worse than the DX Brothers of Destruction match from a couple of years ago. This match was bad because the crowd did not care at all. Like, this was one of the earliest hijackings too. We seen the crowd hijack a Brock Roman Reigns match before, but this was nasty. And they had Stone Cold Steve Austin there, and the crowd still didn't care. Like, that was bad, bro. That was bad. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I was thinking about in this documentary too is, what if Goldberg would have turned heel? Would that have worked? Because Goldberg never turned heel. Never was a heel. He probably was a heel for like a little bit of time after the streak ended in WCW, but he was never a heel in WWE the first time, and he was never a heel the second time. I wonder if they'd have turned him heel, would that have drawn money? But I could see Goldberg not wanting to turn heel because this whole documentary is because it's like the main storyline is like, I didn't love wrestling, but I love making kids happy. You feel me? That was the main storyline of this documentary. I hated my job. I just like putting smiles on faces. I like to being a superhero to people. That's it. So I don't know if you'd have been down for a heel turn. But in today's age, bro, Goldberg could have been a massive heel. A massive, massive heel. Respectfully. But this was dope. I'm not going to lie. They talked about Brock and Goldberg too, the redemption match. They talked about that, making the son happy and all of that. They talked about him beating Kevin Owens. They showed footage of it. They didn't really talk about it. They completely didn't talk about him in a Fiend. I wonder why. But they completely, like, you feel me? Just ended at that. Ended it with him being Kevin Owens for the world title and giving it to his son. That was dope. That was like 6 years ago now. That's crazy to think about. Goldberg came back 6 years ago already. Damn. And we've seen him do at least 15 matches. I was about to say 20. He didn't do 20 matches. Since 2016, though, Goldberg has at least done at least 15. We've seen him and Drew Mack. We've seen him and The Fiend. Him and Kevin Owens. Him and Brock like 3 times. We've seen him and Dolph Ziggler. We've seen him and The Undertaker. Him and Rusev. That's about 10. You feel me? Goldberg has had about 10 matches since he came back. You feel me? I don't want to see no more Goldberg matches. Even though I like this documentary, I appreciate Goldberg and I kind of like him. I don't hate him. I'm not going to say I like him. I don't hate him. But I don't want to see Goldberg in WWE or AEW again. You feel me? I feel like Goldberg could ride off into the sunset and do whatever he want after this. But this was definitely a good documentary. I'm not gonna lie. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would give this a 7. Gangsta, I would give this a 7. Highly recommended. It had a bunch of ups and downs. It took you on a roller coaster of emotions. Gangsta. A roller coaster of emotions. First, it was like, I hate Goldberg. Then it's like, wow, he was a really big deal. And then it's like, you can't hate somebody that does something for his kids. Then there's the Brock match. It's like, bro, that was shit. But yeah, this was dope. I'm not gonna lie. Next week, I think it's on Rey Mysterio, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna be deep too. That's gonna be big. Because Rey Mysterio got a long career. He got a 20-year career in WWE and then like a 10-year career before he even came to WWE. So I'm definitely gonna talk about the Rey Mysterio one next week. Follow me on Instagram at hoops_raps_wrestling. Follow me on Twitter at hoopswrestling. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back with more.